my name's Monica Adamczyk, and I'm one of the co-owners of VIP Home Theaters.
Hi, my name is Tom Adamczyk, and I'm the founder and co-owner of VIP Home Theaters in Oak Grove Village, Chicago suburb.
What I love about most about home theaters, it's that it brings everyone together. That was something that was a bonding experience for me and my family. So growing up, that was how we spent time together. Sure, we, went to pumpkin patches in the fall and picked apples and did those, one-off experiences. But ultimately, it was the movies that brought us together. It was the discussions that we had around how it made us feel and what we experienced. And it means family to me. And I know it can mean a lot of different things to other people, but that's just my own personal take. What I love most about building home theaters is you have no idea how it's going to turn out. It's just you start from scratch. And obviously it depends on what the client wants and their tastes. But it's just the creativity and the fun part of you kind of feel like you're a kid. You're creating something new, like those school projects you did, right? Where you had an assignment and you used different crayons and textures and colors and flavors to bring it to life. And that's what this is about too. We have a lot of experience and we know how to acoustically treat the rooms and everything from A to Z from an engineering standpoint. But for me, it's the design, it's the creativity, it's the unknown and the beauty that comes from it. So the purpose of VIP Home Theaters is to provide you an experience that the directors intended for you to experience. It's about, quite literally, you're in that movie with them. You're out there in the dunes, you're out there in the forest slashing through with a machete, or you're just fully immersed. And when you could feel the goosebumps arise from, like today when we were watching a demo from a horror movie, and I almost fell out of my seat. It's that captivating, and you can't fake that. You have to feel it. And so that's part of the purpose of VIP Home Theaters, is for you to feel it from a physical, spiritual, emotional level. And that's what you can't really get in a lot of places because they sacrifice the quality. And that is one of our top values, is the quality, to curate these immersive experiences. If you're ever in Chicago or in the Midwest, I would love to personally invite you for a private showing and just come spend a few hours with us, experience it, and then you'll know what we're talking about. So I hope you make it out here.
Hi, my name is Tom Adamczyk, and I'm the founder and co-owner of VIP Home Theaters in Oak Grove Village, Chicago suburb. Home theaters were always my passion, so I've been in this business for over 25 years right now, and it's just been a long journey. The first theater that I've built was for myself in 1999, and then it evolved. I just loved doing it, and I got better and better and better, and I got to where I am right now with something that it took a year to complete, and this theater is a pinnacle of what's possible, pretty much. So that's where I am right now. So the room was constructed with golden ratio in mind. The height to width to length has been very, very precisely chosen for acoustical purposes. The room is 13 feet 6 inches high, almost 24 feet wide, and almost 38 feet long. And we've incorporated 32 channels in here. We have 9 speakers at listening positions. We have 10 in the ceiling, and then we have 13 subwoofers. 12 of them are configured in an array for waveforming, and they are 18-inch subs. And then I have one enormous sub that is capable of achieving 7 hertz, and it's almost 20,000 watts of power, just one subwoofer. And all speakers were built by us, and building speakers is also my passion. I've been building speakers for 40 years, and what we've put into it is pretty much everything that I know, and in my opinion, they are as good as they can get. So the projector is our kind of the demonstration projector, is a digital projection, a 3-chip DLP chips, 12,000 lumen laser projector. The screen is CMOS, transparent, acoustically transparent, masked. The size of the screen is 21 feet wide, so it comes down to like 290 inches in diagonal. It's at 235:1, and it works amazing in here. So we try to have all sources possible, but our main player is obviously Kaleidescape, by far the best quality player out there. We also have a 4K Blu-ray player and different streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku. There will also be a few of these local TV, local channel players that we can, let's say, watch live sports or events that are played on local TVs. And so this is for now all we have. The sound processor is Trinnov 32. It's fully loaded, and it offers pretty much the best sound quality that I know. I've used many processors in my life, and nothing gets close to it. So, at least to my knowledge, this is the best sound processor out there. It has 30 channels, and actually we use all of them in here. So, in theory, Trinnov offers 4 extra channels. So I still have little room for expansion, but I don't think I'm gonna be needing it here. The seating, it's a custom made in Europe. It's a Belgian company, Scenic. They make pretty much anything you can imagine. They have several lines of seating, some of them modern looking, some of them are more traditional, like the one that I'm sitting at. They're incredibly comfortable, and pretty much you can customize them to your liking. There's hundreds and hundreds of different finishes available, independent adjustments for legs, for back, and for the neck. They can be heated, they can be massaging. You can pretty much order anything you like. And again, I've never experienced anything better. This is the best seating I've ever sat in. The control system we've chose is Control 4, and for many reasons. Number one, we just like it. I mean, the integration of lighting and all the equipment and even AC, it's just very convenient. So the room isn't that huge, and for our purposes, this was the best system that we knew how to incorporate. So the Control 4. The lighting, we have actually Philips Hue lighting in here. It allows us to change colors very easily. And LED lighting also in columns. We have in-house laser cutters, and we cut our own grills and patterns. So everything in here was kind of designed and made by us. So this is what, and obviously everything is controlled also by Control 4, and very easily dimmed and specified to pretty much any requirements. We can keep changing colors. There's like 17 million colors available. People are, let's say, coming here and saying, I don't like blue. Can you change it? We can change it to pretty much any color that there is. Very easily. Yes, acoustics. That's a very broad subject. Everything is acoustically treated in here. So I have special insulation, different kinds of insulation, different kinds of absorbing materials and also diffusers and pretty much a lot of different things in a lot of different places. So I can't go into specifics. This is something I've learned over 25 years, but all the walls are treated. The ceiling has been treated as well. There is almost 4 inches of insulation in the ceiling and behind the fabric. And even though we did measure everything with measuring equipment, to us the most important factor is just how the room sounds and how it behaves. So there was a lot of going back and forth to get this thing to absolute perfection, and in my opinion is as good as it gets. The video, first of all, the feeling this is incredibly immersive because you can sit, let's say, in front row if you are a fan of large screens. The viewing angle is it varies from the front row at 50 degrees. And here we are at, let's say, 42 degrees, and in the back we are at 35. So pretty much everyone can pick a spot where people feel comfortable, and so far everyone finds a place where they like it the best. 4K images obviously are helping. Kaleidoscope images are crisp and just simply beautiful. It is very immersive. I mean, Trinnov made incredible sound processor, and together with the speakers that I use, and all my speakers are audiophile quality. So every single smallest everything is possible to reproduce. So the sound is incredibly immersive. You are in a bubble of sound. Obviously you cannot say where the sound is coming from. That's the whole purpose, that even though there's 32 channels in here, very rarely you are able to locate where the sound is coming from. It's simply immersive. It's there. It's everywhere. So here's our in-wall lineup. We have our Giga Mini sub that in this case was configured to be very, very shallow. Because of the configuration, we didn't have wall space, but it can be configured in pretty much any other enclosure. It can be deep, it can be small, large, it can be 8 feet tall. It doesn't matter. Whatever is required, we can make it to that spec. So this is 18-inch woofer that is powered. So basically this is an active subwoofer. The amplification is 2000 watts. It's a Class D amplifier. And so this is a small brother of the Giga Sub, which is a monster. It is 30 inches of membrane and almost 20,000 watts of power. And normally it's configured to be going into adjacent space like a closet or under stairs or somewhere hidden, because normally all it needs to be is hidden offsite. And we have 2 models of our in-wall speakers, TSS-1 and 1X, and the difference between them is that this is a full range speaker. It goes down to 36 Hertz, and this one is pretty much designed to work in theaters where the frequency of cutoff is 80 Hertz. So, but they are pretty much the same design as our floor standards. The only missing component is the guide system that can be added at an additional cost, but for the surrounds it's probably not necessary. For the front 3 channels it's highly advisable to have the guide systems. So our Atmos speaker has a concentric driver that is capable of doing 100 degrees of dispersion, and it's pretty much very, very good at what it does. Very efficient, 102 dBs and very powerful. So, and we can make it in any kind of enclosure, so that it can be fitted in the ceiling, or it can be fitted in the wall by the ceiling, or at angle. So pretty much anything is possible. So these are our in-wall speakers. Yeah, and let me show you our equipment room where we have everything set up, where Trinnov and Crowell amplifiers are, and rack, and also the all of the amplifiers for the subwoofers. So that's where the equipment is located. We have the wall of amplifiers for the subwoofers. Each of these modules is 2000 watts, and each one is powering one Giga Mini. And here's the equipment. So we have a Trinnov 32 sound processor and all the amplification from Krell. So we have all the other channels driven by Krell. Thank you again for watching this video of VIP Home Theater's showroom, and feel free to schedule an appointment and we'll be more than happy to show you around.